My name is David Dockray. I'm a vascular surgeon here at King's Daughters, and I grew up in New Mexico originally, which is where my family is from. And then I spent time in California at Pepperdine earning my undergraduate degree. Moved back to New Mexico and obtained my medical degree from the University of New Mexico in Albuquerque. I did a 5-year general surgery residency at Abington, Jefferson in Abington, Pennsylvania, and then a 2-year fellowship in vascular and endovascular surgery at Jobst Vascular Institute in Toledo, Ohio. I think I probably have a little more experience treating patients that have complications like leg swelling, leg heaviness, fatigue of the leg after they've had a blood clot in the leg. We treat sort of the gamut of arterial issues, whether that be blood flow to the legs or peripheral arterial disease. We treat things like aneurysms of the aorta, and we treat things like carotid disease, which are the blood vessels that supply the brain with blood, and those areas can become diseased with atherosclerosis or hardening and narrowing of the arteries, which can lead to an increased risk of stroke. Vascular surgeons are also vascular medicine physicians as well. So just because you may be referred to me or one of my colleagues does not mean necessarily that you need an operation. We're the experts in terms of managing medications that deal with your platelets, that deal with your cholesterol levels and inflammatory changes. So we can manage the gamut of arterial and venous disease from a medical standpoint as well as a surgical standpoint. It's a shared goal with my wife and I is to visit all of the national parks in the United States. We've been to, I think, 9 parks so far. So we went to Dry Tortugas National Park, which is in Florida. We've been to Cuyahoga, which is in Ohio, Mammoth here in Kentucky. We have been to several in New Mexico and Colorado. So New Mexico is Carlsbad Caverns National Park. In Colorado, we've been to Black Canyon of the Gunnison, Great Sand Dunes, and Mesa Verde. We've been to 2 of them in Hawaii. There's Hawaii Volcanoes and Haleakala National Park. And then on our honeymoon, we went to American Samoa, where there is also the National Park of American Samoa. After our training was done in Philadelphia and in Toledo, my wife and I sort of thought about where we would like to live. We both had grown up in a smaller town, and so we were kind of looking to get back to that a little bit. Once I came down and met Dr. Kadud, who's now my partner, I knew that he would be a great person to join in practice, and that was really the deciding factor for us.